Good afternoon, everybody. Got a few things to show you this afternoon. Got some finished knives. Got a couple things to talk about. First thing I want to show you, I got a goodie box. And this came from my buddy Pat in Nebraska. And when I was stationed at Fort Carson, Pat was my best friend out there. Still one of my best friends. Hadn't seen him in, they came here to see us, I think 5 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that. But every year he sends me a bag of that. Now that is venison jerky. Now this guy has this down to a science. He grinds it. Well, first he shoots it, grinds it, and he uses the jerky shooter system and the dehydrator. And y'all know I make traditional jerky, but this is good stuff. Every year he sends me a bag. This year he sent me 2 bags. Now this says duck. They shoot a lot of ducks and geese up there and they make jerky out of them. Now, I've already been into both of them and I've already ate enough to where I probably don't want no supper, but now this jerky here, this duck jerky, that is good. I'm telling you, very good. And this is even better. So Pat, thank you very much, buddy. And I promise you, we will get to Nebraska very soon. Might surprise you. Might surprise me too if I can pull it off, but we are coming. It's what I said, remember, right after my heart surgery, I said we're going to start taking some trips here and there, a couple of trips a year. So you all have been on the list for, what, 20 years now? And we never not made it yet, but we're going to make it, don't worry. Now, let's see, let me show you some finished knives right quick. This is 3 different orders. This one here, this guy's going to make his own scabbard. This is a Creek Skinner. Now this Creek is different than the rest of them because the blade is shorter. He wanted a 3-inch blade. This one is about maybe 3 1/8, 3 1/4. A little bit more than 3, but I think that'll be about what you want. That was my last piece of curly maple. There you go. 4K, that's the 4K Ranch. Very handy little skinning knife. And also, he wanted 2 J-Null Skinners. There you go. Now these are also the scraps of curly maple that I had. Same thing on those, they got 4K on them. And I'll show you this one. Looks just like that one. Whoop. I can't hold on to nothing. There you go. These are in neck scabbards. So those are leaving out of here tomorrow morning, headed to you. Alright, the next order, I'm not going to call any names on this one because I wasn't given permission to, and it is very close to Christmas time. And this is a Wallace 2 heavy leather scabbard. And this is the wormy maple. It's not the curly, but it's the wormy maple. With a gut hook. There you go. Turn that over, do your thing. Y'all know what that is. I won't get graphic. Some people don't like that. there you go. That one's coming out to you tomorrow morning. And I'm going to send these priority. So I think they'll make it by Christmas. I hope they do. And see, now this next order is from Mr. Kohansky. He did give me permission to show him on the video. Alright, you want a mini Skinner. And I put his name in the blade. This is for Stan. There you go. And scabbard. That is a belt scabbard. So you can wear it as a belt or a neck knife, however you want to do it. A Master Sergeant came over yesterday and helped me out with some of this leather, because I'd got backed up again. Excuse me. And it's a good thing to have friends good enough to call them one night and say, hey, can you come help me tomorrow? And then the next morning they're here. So I really appreciate that. Alright, and also the next one for Stan is a fillet knife. There you go. And I used heavy leather for your scabbard because that's all I had left. I have found another leather source though, an online source to get leather that may work out to be better for me as far as cost and nicer stuff than what I can get in town, so I'll keep you updated on that. Now also part of his order, oh, there we go. Here's a classic Skinner crown stag handle. This is for Doob. Pretty nice knife right there. I like that. There you go. And you want a camp knife for Doob with a stag handle. Now this is the first time I did a camp knife in crown stag, and I thought it would look awful cool and be pretty useful. So there's a camp knife in crown stag, brass finger guard of course. Feels real good, feels good in the hand. And it's like all of them, they're very sharp. So y'all be careful with them. I know I don't have to say that to people that know knives, but there you go. So that's the last of the Christmas orders. Got everybody taken care of, I think. If I forgot somebody or if I didn't get back to somebody, if I did, just please let me know. Give me a holler. Let's see, what else was I going to say? Big Bear. I did some research on that knife that you want. Now, I've not heard of one of those because my area down here is not very big on trapping. Nobody can trap beavers down here without, the regulations in the state of Florida are just so, what's a nice way to put it, stupid. You got to study them for a year to figure out what they are. Once you figure out what they are, they change. We can't use any kind of kill traps. Everything's got to be live traps. You got to have commercial license, this and that and the other, and this just such a, except for coon hunting, you can catch those in live traps. That's not a big deal. But that's why just beaver trapping is not a big thing here. But I did look at that knife that you want. I can make one. I got some perfect material for that. So I'll send you a message tonight or either in the morning and we'll talk about that some more. But yes, I can do it. And let's see what else we got to talk about today. We got about 4 inches of rain yesterday. Rained all day, rained hard, which we really need because it's been so dry around here. Now today has been cloudy, misty rain, almost like fog. That real fine drizzle, you know. I like these kind of days, but can't get outside and do a whole lot. But since I got caught up on my knife orders over the weekend, I'm gonna start the product reviews that I talked about before. I'm gonna set the tent back up, get it vacuumed out and get it packed back up properly, and I'll show you all that and talk about it. All the gear that I bought this year, the new gear, I'll show you all that over the weekend. What else? See there, when you get old, things just come in your head and they go right back out. But I'll work on all that this weekend. I got yard work to do. I got to get the garden prepped. Because believe it or not, we have to plant potatoes in February. So I got to be ready for that. I've got some maintenance to do on my tiller, my garden tiller. I believe I'm gonna have to get a new engine and swap engines. And I've never done that on one of these type tillers, but I know somebody that has, and he said he's gonna come over and help me with it once I get the engine and all that. So that'll be something coming up pretty good. I'm gonna get back into the homesteading videos next year. Like I said before, y'all know last year was a rough year on me health-wise, but I think they got me all patched up pretty good. I'm not 100% of what I used to be, but I'm 100% better now than I was this time last year. So that's a good thing. So I can get out and function and work in the yard and all that pretty good now. Until it gets summertime and it's 100 degrees plus, y'all, you know, can't handle that. But we got a lot of stuff to do around here. Pardon me, I'm picking my nose on the camera. Excuse me. We've got a lot of work to do around the homestead here. I'm way behind. I got weeds everywhere. It's got to be taken care of. Like I said, the garden's got to be totally reworked. I got to redo the sprinkler system and the watering system out there. I've got some good ideas from a lot of YouTube channels on how to do that. Good ideas on the biochar from Brad over at Big Family Homestead. I'm going to make some of that. And I'll be asking questions along in there. Maybe I'll ask one now. He uses worm tea as the liquid fertilizer that goes on it. Now, I don't have access to that. Is there anything else you can use? Liquid Miracle-Gro, or can you make fertilizer tea out of chicken poop? Because I've got plenty of that. I mean, can you do that kind of thing? And that'll be a couple weeks down the road when I start trying to, you know, make all that. I say trying to make it because y'all know me. There's no telling when I start a project. It might work and it might not. But if it don't work, you'll be right there with me and I'll show you if I mess it up. So, one last thing. Thank everybody very much for the birthday wishes. I got up this morning. I even slept in a little bit this morning. I didn't get up till 7:30. My Facebook page was full, just blown up. People wishing me happy birthday. Thank you all very much for that. I spent most of the day out here in the shop. I went and met a friend down in the next county this morning and took him some knives that he had ordered. You know, had a good little visit with him. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that little extra business there. I hope the boss likes them. Well, he's your boss, not my boss, but hope he likes them. If for some reason he don't, all you gotta do is just send me an email. You know that. But I'm starting to ramble, so when I start rambling, it's about time to go. So I'm gonna take all these knives into the shipping department, get them all packed up and ready to go. Take them to the post office in the morning. Then I'm going to take off my shoes. I'm going to kick back in my recliner and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my birthday. And of course, there ain't nothing on TV, so I'll get up after a little while and see what y'all got on YouTube for tonight. Well, thank y'all very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the new subscribers. Got some more the last couple of days. Y'all keep going. Remember, when we get to 1,000, I'll do another 3-part giveaway. Just like we did when, what was that, 200 or 300, somewhere in there. Pardon me. Gave away 3 a hatchet and 2 knives. We'll do something like that again when we get to 1,000. So once again, thank you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.